Okay, so for the next, we'll learn how to update the data after we insert the data into the database and display. Right. So there's whatever we done before. Okay. So data display on the product. Okay. Yeah, so before we start, we're looking back for the whatever we done, right? Before, right? Product, at least. Right. So first, right, we need to create a new link in our button, right? Our button, okay. So we need to create a link. Okay. So for example, the link there is the edit, so we need the edit, right? And in the same time, we need a hyperlink. Hyperlink, we can set the file name edit product.php following by uh, product ID, right? Product ID equal to ID lah. So we need to check our ID value. There's a ID, okay. There's ID, so we need to set up a new one. Okay. So ID equal to, we need to call the ID value. ID. Okay. So here we will set the ID over here, right? So here we need to passing, and we need to passing ID into the next page, right? To telling the system, right? To telling the system, right? To telling the system, right? Which, right? Record, right? Which record we want to uh, edit, right? So the step one is we create an what you call it, hyperlink, right? So after we create hyperlink, right, suppose here, oh, undefined ID select all ID title price, ID title price. That's correct. Maybe we miss some ID, right? ID. Yes. Right? ID, right? Edit. Edit. Check. Is correct or not? Incorrect. We need to adjust. Need to adjust the. We remove the button first. Adjust the button first. Okay. Okay. So we haven't had the file, so we come up error. Okay. So for the next, okay, we create a new file. Right. Same name for the hyperlink. Edit product.php. Okay. So inside the content, we can copy from the insert product. Okay. Everything. Right. But after that, we adjust the content to edit product. Edit product. Edit. Right. So the rest is the same one. Okay. The rest is the same one. Okay. So here we will change to the get ID, right? Get ID, because we passing ID from here. We're passing ID from here. Right? So there's a small letter. We change to a small letter lah. ID. Okay. So ID equal to the ID. So there is a get. Right? There's a get. Right? So the rest we will delete lah. Delete. Here we will get the value from database. Right? Select all from product where ID equal to ID lah. Equal ID. Okay. So after that, run SQL. Run SQL. Run SQL. Right? Run SQL. Right? So after run the SQL, right, we need to display the result. Right? We need to display the result. Right? Get from the database. Right? So after run, okay, we need to get the result. Okay. So the code you can get from here lah, from product. Okay. So inside here, start from after the form, and before the form, and before the form. Okay. So the code we can reuse. Okay. So the difference is, right, we display the result. Right? Okay, we display the result. Right? Right? Not for display. Right? Right? To telling the user existing record value you want to edit. So start from the ID lah, right? ID, right? So ID, there is a value. You need to add on value. This ID, but you need to set the read only because there is a primary key. That is a primary key. Right? After that, there's a title lah. Value title. Right? After that, quantity. Value. Quantity. And also description. Value. Value description. Description. Right? Value. Price. Also description. So description. Okay, so we need to make sure the spelling. DESCIPTLM. DESCIPTLM. Okay. Okay. So there is a step one, right? We want to edit the data. Click. Okay. Okay. So we need to check 92. Okay, I think here we haven't closed. Okay, refresh. Okay. So we get the value from here. Maybe a quantity. Quantity. The quantity. Okay, quantity. Oh, value. Sorry, value. Category. Description. So we need to make sure the spelling. Okay, make sure. Okay. Okay, so there's a part one. So the part for the part B, okay. After you've done everything, we'll be passing it all the updated data back to the database. Okay, so we'll make sure everything you've done. Okay, so we'll be passing it back to the database. So we need to set action. Okay, so we can set to the products.php, because after we update, of course we need to see what is the updated data display. Okay, so we passing it everything into the uh, products.php. Okay, right. So inside the product, right, .php. Okay, right. So we need to set the code. Okay, so actually there is a passing through the post. Okay, so we can get from the insert, right, for modified, right, for modified, right. So we done. Okay, so we can copy inside the products, right. So of course we don't need this one. Okay, so this one, right. We maintain this one. Okay, uh, the view. Okay, close the if. Okay. So we get the ID, title, category, price, quantity, description. Okay, but the difference is we are not using the insert, we're using the update. Right? Update product set. Okay, start from the title. Set title equal to title. Category equal to category. Price equal to price. Right? Quantity equal to quantity. Description equal to the description. And the last very important is where ID equal to ID. Right? So we see the result lah. We see the result. Okay. So we change the title for phone to, okay. Quantity there's a 4. So what's the result? Oh yeah, there is no insert. We let's edit. Okay, nothing here, right? Nothing here. Okay, never mind. We check, right? First. We'll edit, update lah. Okay, update. Okay. Post ID. Post this ID. Check this ID or not. This ID, yeah. Right? This ID. ID equal to all ID. ID. Okay. After. Okay. Okay. Detail to ID, right? So make sure the spelling lah. Spelling. Okay. So the rest is